All right, let's see if we get some people on, and then we'll see if we can do some work. This afternoon, we're gonna try it outside. I've got a new phone. I'm gonna wait and see if we can get some people to come on. I've got a new phone, and not sure how the reception will be. So we've got somebody on. Someone came on here, so I know it's at least connected. A couple more people coming on, so it looks like people are coming on. I've got my partner with her training bag this afternoon. She's going to help me. Mike Mecca's in. Sierra's going to help me. Red's going to help me today. She's going to run camera, and then I'm going to actually have her do some work too. We're going to work with Ellie. I've got Ellie outside right now. Cody, welcome. I haven't worked outside with these dogs for, it's probably 3 or 4 days now. So Mike says it's looking good, so that's awesome. Kaylee's in. Welcome, Kaylee. Same routine, guys. We're going to start out. I'm going to walk you through. In my mind right now, I have a little bit of a vision or a plan of what I want to do with Ellie. We're going to get some retrieving in. I'm going to hopefully hit on some questions. Tonight we're going to do feeding. It's just me and Sierra tonight, me and Red. So we've got plenty of time to do spry tonight, and I might go for a retrieve with her tonight if we can, because I got a partner on the camera. So we might try to build on that. But my plan today is with this dog, and I'm going to let you know about it ahead of time. Then we're going to go do it, because there won't be nearly as much talking while I'm training. I'll explain as we go, but Sierra's going to follow along with me with the camera. And but here's my plan. So I want to connect a bunch of skills. She does not need a ton of work. She's got a real foundation, nice foundation. We've worked really hard on it. She's 1.5 years old. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect a bunch of the foundation stuff. Heel work. You're going to see how important heel work is, because when I work a dog in the field, heel work is critical. I have to have solid heel. So Christina is in. Hey, Kaylee. So Christina knows Kaylee. I'm hoping that maybe there's a share going on. So if you guys do me the favor, share some of this. We'll see if we can grow it. It's a little bit earlier, so I don't know how the time will work with numbers of people. But back to what we're going to do. I'm going to heel her. So whenever I start out a lesson with a big dog, one of the first things I'm going to do, one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to walk her under control. This question came up yesterday about burning off energy. I don't know if it was in a live or if it was in an email, but someone asked me, do you just ever let them run and exercise them to kind of burn that initial energy off so that you can help with your focus while you're training? My answer was absolutely not. All we're doing is forming a habit of out of control coming out of the kennel and just running wild. Natalie Sue, thanks for sharing. Welcome, Brittany. I don't want to form a habit of out of control coming out of the crate, coming out of the kennel. What I do want is for them to understand we're totally going to be under control. But do I want to get a little burn off? Yeah. And so what I'll do is we'll go for like a power walk. So she's going to be 100%. Red, you want to come here? I got my camera girl here. She's got her training bag, her whistle. She's going to be behind me. I'm going to have you filming me, okay? But you got to stay close enough that you can kind of hear. I'm going to go for a walk, and we're going to heel this dog under great control at a brisk pace. And I'm just going to go, and we're going to start our way down the driveway. That's going to lead me into my next drill. So after I get this power walk in and get a little burn off of energy under control, then I'm going to work on her. What I'll probably start out with is steadiness. She has proven to me that she's a little... last week I had a little issue with her where I went and set up a loop memory and she broke on it. She hasn't broke since she was 6 months old, so I don't know. It was a wake up to me. Joe, hello, Joe McAllister's in. It was a wake up to me that I have to maybe go back a little bit and steady her up. You can see her nose is really working. So wind is this way right now. Imagine that. So she's winding heavily. Yeah, we're talking about you. So then what I'm going to do is some steadiness. I'll throw some bumpers. We'll have some distractions. I may hand her off to Red and have Red handle her. Here's a good opportunity to show you guys that everyone in the house handles the dog consistently, and you need that consistency. From that, I'm going to set up I think I'm going to set up a ladder, and I'm going to ladder her out and get a little bit of distance. We're going to use the driveway for that. From that, I'm going to go to a circle memory, or a loop memory, and this loop is the same loop that we did. Hey, Trevor's in. The same loop that we did about 4 or 5 days ago. What's she got? She got a rock? What does she have?
Wood chips.
Sit. So she's got wood chips. So we're gonna. This is a lot. She just came out of the kennel. She's been in the kennel. She traveled with me today. She came out of the kennel, and I'm asking her to sit calm. I'm asking her to sit steady before we get into this. She's certainly ready to go. But so then what I'm gonna do is that loop. I know where my issue is in that loop, because in between the second bumper and the third, I had a dog that veered off on me last time. So I'm going to set it up differently today. I'm going to, if you want, you should maybe go back and watch the live that we did before if you want to see the difference. But this time, instead of doing the loop, I'm going to do a trailing memory through the corn first. So I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to make an adjustment based on the mistake that we, a little bump we ran into last time. And then I'll probably end it with just a nice solid, I'll hand it off to Red probably and let her heal her back. Probably going to take a total of about 30 minutes. So if you guys are ready for this, we'll get started. But right away, heal. Okay, you ready for this? All right. You have gloves? You going to need gloves? You want to go grab gloves? Okay, 26 degrees. We should probably have gloves on. Heal. I'll meet you down there, Red. Meet me down the road. Okay, Ellie, heal. So here's how we're going to start this off, guys. We're going to start it off under control, but a pace. And this is heel work. I'm working her off lead. I know we had, that's one thing that we can do is we can have Sierra, I'll have Sierra work on lead with her at the very end to kind of wrap this up. And if this will be the test to find out if we have connection or not. As I get away from the house, but it says connection weak now. Let's see how we do here. But I'll wrap this up for this. All right, I think we're back on, guys. I walked down. Let's see. I'm gonna see if this kicks me off again. I lost the connection, so if this kicks me off again, I might have to head back to the house. Is anyone else's video freezing up? So. Let's see. If you guys make a comment, if you got me back, let me know if you got me back. If we run into issues with the connection, we may have to go back towards the house and we'll pick it back up. If somebody hears me, please make a comment. Sierra, you coming? All right, the numbers are really dropping off. I don't know if you guys have me on or not. I'm going to stop and see. It is freezing again. Yeah, it's freezing up. Okay. Heal. Ellie, heal. All right, let's head back. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to head back, if you can hear me. Now it says I'm back, and there's a like, so. Hold on, right there, Red. Wait right there. Come on back. All right. I'm going to try this because now it doesn't even say that it doesn't even say that we're weak connection. So, we're back. All right, Red, you coming? So here we're back to heel. I'm going to work some heel work. So what I'm looking for is this is another opportunity when we start warming. I call this kind of warming up. Like we got an athlete, thumbs are coming through, so I think you're seeing us. We've got an athlete and we need to warm them up. So what we do, let's see, I think we're still with you. What we do is we've got this pretty brisk pace and I'm really demanding on her as far as her heel work. She's got to stay with me. So the other thing we're going to do is use this as an opportunity to have her kind of hook in with us. So my connection with her, my connection with you guys might not be that good right now, but what I'm trying to do is develop really good connection with my dog. So, heel. So this is a very controlled start to our workout here, to our session. I'm gonna walk back to where I can get better connection. And so what we're doing is we're starting out with developing a really strong feel and connection with our dog. See how I almost caught her on that one? So I want her paying attention. I want her eyes right here. And I like her feet right now. She's got nice feet. She's synced in with me pretty good. We look like we've done this before. So there. So that's good for me. Red, come on over here. So to me, that's pretty good. Heel. Caught her out of position. Trying to find a spot where my connection is good, but we're just going to keep rolling. I think you guys are seeing it. If you do see it, give me a little more action from you guys. Okay, so now the next thing, and it's delayed, so I won't see it for a little bit. The next thing I'm going to do from her, sit, is I'm going to work on some steadiness. I stopped in a spot where I think I got reception. So Red, you going to help me with this? Okay, I need you to be my bumper girl. You're going to pick up bumpers for me. You're going to throw bumpers for me.
Should I get my...
So let me reverse this, guys.
Should I get my antler?
Yeah, you can take your dummy out. So what we're going to do is we've got her on sit. Notice I didn't say stay. Okay, come on over here, Red. Notice I didn't say stay. We've got her on sit. Now, Red, what I need you to do is tempt her a little bit. Don't hit her, but tempt her. Okay? So these are all denials. Good.
I have 3 tennis
Good.
balls.
You can roll. You can roll. Red's gonna take a tennis ball and roll it past. Mom's on. Mom's watching. Not it. Oh, wow, that was a good one. Good. Very good. Okay, now roll it a little bit further away from her. We don't need to tempt her that much. This is all just steadiness, guys. So we went from.
No.
Good. Not so close. That was hardly fair. Okay, I'm gonna go to this side. So there's a lot going on around. You stay there. There's a lot going on around Ellie right now, but we're not compromising or jeopardizing steadiness. Okay, so go ahead, Red. Last tennis ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so my partner over there on that side, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna pitch bumpers back. Lots of denials. Lots of things going on that she's got to pay attention to. How was that? How many more we got? Okay, no more. Don't throw that tennis ball anymore. So here's a nice little session of distractions for her. Okay, so I'm building off of heel work. Okay, now pick them up, put them in your bag, Red. And that is a good little session of some denials for her. So no retrieves.
Wait, so I have tennis balls?
Here's another one for you. Ready?
Wait, no.
How many you got? Nice catch.
I had 3 and now
Good.
I have 2.
So that what I just gave her was a nice little compliment. Good girl. That's all she needs.
I'm missing 1.
We steadied her up. And now what we're going to do is take a step from that.
I'm missing 1.
Welcome, Derek. Derek just joined. If you guys are... Go ahead and put that antler dummy in your bag. If you guys are just joining in, we got an older dog on this one. We're going to still do Spry tonight, but we're working on Ellie. We started out with a controlled heel. It was very simple, but what we did was we built in some connection. We built in some... We got a little energy burnt off, but we've got a dog that was 100% under control during it. Now we just threw some bumpers and gave a bunch of denials, pick them up, and we heel her off. Heel. Same as before. Red, you coming with?
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep testing the ice to see if it's
She's testing the ice. I think it'll be all right. Now, one thing you're going to notice is I don't... Let's see. Okay, I think we got you guys back. We lost you. I can't walk through that space, apparently. Between here and the house, there's a dead space. That's where I lost you on the way out. So we're going to stay over here. You coming, Red? Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm not...
distracted.
I'm not going to walk. What's that?
Still making distractions.
Yeah, you're doing a fine job of distractions, all right. You're quite a distraction. So here's what I'm going to do next. We're just going to work on some real nice lining, okay? So we build off of denials. Now we're going to give her some retrieves. So, Red, you got a bumper for me?
Yeah.
You got an antler dummy? You want to grab it? Bring it over here.
So, well, I don't have bumper.
You got an antler dummy?
Yeah.
Bring it over. Take a step about, see where the puddle is?
Yeah.
Go up to the puddle and drop that for me. Still in and out, Mike. I think I got you back. I lost. Alright, I lost you guys again. I got you back now. Really apologize. I don't know how this is going to work. We might have to figure out a place to do this where we have better connection. But it's in and out bad. I'm going to... Okay, we put one bumper out. We came back. All under control. Here's a second. Number 2. No, heel. Going to heel her back. So I'm laddering these to add some distance. And I'm simply sending her out on a line. Now the reason I don't pile them, some people pile bumpers. I think piling promotes switching. I don't want dogs to switch. This dog has been hold conditioned, so I do not want to tempt her to switch, which in order for her to switch, she'd have to drop a bumper. Come on, Red. Ice is good, I promise.
It's not.
So the dog would be tempted to switch and shop bumpers. I don't want dogs deciding which one they're going to pick up. I don't want them, once it's in their mouth, they're coming back with it. So this is going to help her by me putting some distance in between these 3 retrieves. Yeah. So now what I'll do, come on, Red. I'll work my way down. I'm going to send her on a retrieve for the first one. Red, you're going to have to do the camera. Come on. Never do we compromise heel work. Always solid. It's always I can't do any of this stuff if I don't have solid heel work, guys. So we don't do any of this stuff until we have the foundation. That's what that puppy training DVD is. So here I'm going to give her to Red. Now you aim it on me. Okay, and can you see the dog? So you're going to end up standing right back here.
It says your connection is weak.
Yes,
Yes, I
you're
know.
weak. Come here. Come here. Stop right there. Okay, so now bumpers are out. I've got 3 in a row laddered. What I'm going to do on this is I'm going to send her on the first, and when she goes, I'm going to start backing up and adding distance to it, okay? I'm going to be on my whistle so that if she decides that she wants to switch or keep going, I'm going to get on the whistle and give her a hunt, and she's going to find that first one. She should be able to do this just fine, but watch what you're doing, okay? Don't worry about your bag. Okay, so let's send her on the first one. When she comes back in, I want a nice delivery, okay? Now, lining is important. Tip of her nose to the tip of her tail is just like a rifle, front sight, back sight. So watch how eerily similar this is to what we do with our puppy when we line them for food. Spry right now. Ellie. Good. No. Good. You see that? She wanted to switch. Hold. 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 Good. Anything?
Yeah.
Okay. Lost you, we're back. I hope you saw that. So I sent her on the first one, and I could see her visually. She could see the second one easier than the first, color contrast. So she saw the second one, it's right in the middle of the road. She saw the first one coming up, and I totally could see her vision and her body language go, oh no, there's one right here. She slowed down, picked that one up. But as soon as she picked it up, I got on my whistle. Come on. Beep, 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 beep. She turned and looked at me. She started for the other bumper. So I had to get on her. I got on her pretty hard too because I needed to get a change. You guys hear me talk about change. Did you lose it?
No.
Okay. You hear me talk about change all the time. Hey, where are you going?
Right here.
Why?
'Cause
Okay, so that was the change. Get off the ice. Get off the ice. That was the change I needed. If I don't have control of her at 5 yards, I don't have control of her at 50 yards. So this is all incremental. Don't go out and try doing this with a dog if you don't have a real solid foundation. You'll have all sorts of problems. That's why I fear doing
Oh, now it is.
Okay. Okay, take a step closer. Is everything ready? Are they ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go for the second one. Now, if I sent her right now, you know where this dog would go? This way. So I need to help her. I need to line her. Sit. Good. Ellie. She hunted short. Good. Good. Good girl. Good girl. Here, here, here. Sit. She has a bad habit, so I'm cutting her off. Hold. 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 I gotta polish this delivery up a little bit. Good. Did. Good girl. Now that time we didn't move. I'm gonna take, sit. So I had too many things on my mind. I wasn't thinking. I should have backed up. When I sent her, I should have backed up. This time I will. What it's gonna do is add some distance. Her nose is really working right now. That's good, but I don't want her distracted with her nose. I want her focused on me and these retrieves. One thing to notice on that last one, she almost hunted short. Part of that is because we had so much time in between here. Normally I wouldn't wait a couple minutes in between sending because I want it to be relatively fresh. Boom, boom, boom. I want success. We're training, we're not testing. We put more time into it today because we're kind of walking through and explaining. But let me line her up. This one's a lot further out. It's bright white. It's the training dummy. It's the antler dummy. She's going to be a duck dog as well as a shed dog. She's got to pick both up. The exact same habit needs to be formed. See stuff on the ground that equals retrieve. I get it. I bring it back. I get a lot of praise. So I'm going to send her, Red, and then what we're going to do is we're going to back up when she's going, okay?
Okay.
So you stay backing up with me. Ellie.
This is hard doing this on the camera.
Good. Huh?
This is hard doing this on the camera.
You're good. You're good. Hello. Good girl. Exact same thing on the training dummy as I got out of the bumper. She's a retriever. She retrieves. Good. Hold. Good girl. Very good. Hold. Again, I can polish this delivery up. Hold. But that stuff, that's not what I'm working on right now. Hold. Did. Good girl. Sit. Complete control. She's right back into sit, and now she's got to think. So, one of the ways that I can fix that, I don't like those dogs that make little laps around us. One of the ways I can fix that, and I'll do it at my shop one of these days when I've got her live, is I'll just back up against the garage door. So I'll pitch it, my back is against a wall, she'll come to me, where's she gonna go? She can't make the lap. So what I need to do is start doing that repetitiously to form the habit of, I come in and I don't run laps around, I come to him and I deliver. We'll fix that. I'm not so worried about that right now. I'm more working on building these lines. I'm working on building. What I'm really trying to do is push her through cover, which we're going to try to do right now. So I'm going to set this loop memory up. Those are just ladders, trailing memories in a ladder form. So heel. You come with me, Red? That was our second part. We did heel. We did some steady.
There we go.
Got it?
Yes.
All right, come on here. Come on. Come on. Okay. Is it on?
Yes.
How many? What's the number on the top?
20.
Okay. 20 of you are warriors going through this because this has got to be hard to watch.
21.
21. Okay. 21 of
22.
you. Okay. So we're cutting in and we're cutting out really bad, and I apologize for that. I'm not going to end this. We're gonna finish it through and just see how bad we can. How many people are true warriors. But so we just did, what I was trying to explain was we did an initial walk, burned off some energy, built connection, built feel with each other. That was those turns. Then we did some denials. We built off of the heel work. We did some denials and steadiness. Threw bumpers, picked them up. Threw bumpers, picked them up. No retrieves. Rewarded the steadiness with a ladder. She got 3 nice retrieves. Each one got a little bit longer. Had some time and distance involved with it. Got into some good stuff because she almost wanted to switch. So I got to correct her on that. She responded to my correction. That was good. Now, I'd like to set this up as a loop, and I don't know if this is going to work or not. So Red's going to have to stay with me. Why don't you hand me it?
Actually,
Trigger is tuning in and taking notes. Excellent. We got everybody in on this.
Mom, just like
Okay. Mom, it was Mom, she said. Okay, here's how this plays out, guys. Heel.
She likes spice.
Yeah, I know. Pay attention now. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. I've got this cornfield over here. I've got this brush pile over here. I've got this strip of corn here. Okay, it's just 4 rows of corn that's planted down this field. It's separated soybeans. So what I want to do is a loop. So I'm going to put one bumper in the corn, and I'm going to walk in a loop. I'm going to literally walk in a circle shape. So if you had an aerial of me, you'd watch me make this oblong shaped loop. So we're going to walk in a loop. I'm going to pitch a bumper into the corn. I'm going to continue around Red's ice skating pond, and we're going to go to the brush pile, and we're going to throw a bumper into the brush pile. Then we're going to circle back around the pond. We're going to come through the row of corn and put a bumper in the row of corn. Then we're going to come back to this starting spot. We're going to send her for the first bumper. That's the memory part of this. She makes the retrieve back. I send her on the second part. This is where she struggled last time. That little wall of corn right there was a visual barrier, and she just mentally couldn't get through it. She veered off and went to this third bumper, retrieved it. I set her back up and sent her on that one. She made the retrieve. Then I fixed that by walking out and doing a trailing memory through the corn. So today, I'm going to learn from my mistake, I hope. And my hope is to get through this loop with success. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to set up first a trailing memory. We're losing light here pretty quick, so we're going to wrap. This will be it, and then we're going to do a little heel work on our way home. But so, Ellie, heel. Red, you want to wait right here? Ellie, heel. You want to do what? Do what? You want to walk with me? Okay, you follow. Heel, Ellie. So, again, we've been doing heel work. Ellie, heel. We've been doing heel work on the road. It's pretty easy when you're on the road because dogs have less distractions, less things to smell. This was a question that someone asked about heel work before. I said, where are you practicing? They were practicing in their yard. Well, in the yard is very difficult. There's a lot of smells, a lot of scents, a lot of distractions. So I said, you should work on the asphalt or the concrete or the... All right, we lost you. We're back. So here, heel. So what I was saying was we got to have, it's easier for us to get a good drill down, get it, form a habit, and then move locations. So we're working on that constantly. That's the big picture thing, and then we break it down into these little micro lessons. But that rule stays the same. So Red, you come here for a second. Hold the camera. Now this time, our bumpers are not visual. Our bumpers are going to be sight driven. Okay, or they're not sight driven. They're going to be scent driven. So Red, you hold this. Get off the ice. No more ice. Okay. Okay, hold that. So what I'm going to do to change this up is we're going to take a couple, we're going to dig in our scents here. I've got some antler scent. Now this is, it's freezing, so my bag is frozen. So I'm going to take some of our stick scent. I want to set this dog up and have some success with it. So my stick scent, that's plenty. I'm going to put that. This is our liquid antler scent put into a stick form from Conquest. So I'm going to put that on. None of these other bumpers have been scented. You can see I've scented them in the past. That one you really can't see. This one you can see I've scented it in the past. Does it still have scent? Probably. Am I training to test her or have success? Yes. So Blood Trail. I'm going to take Blood Trail, which is our tracking scent. Put a little on that bumper. And then Pheasant. So I've got 3 different scents here for this dog, and we'll see that the behavior, the retrieve, is conditioned in. Lots of stuff equals retrieve for her. Now I've got a lot of confidence that my dog's going to have success with his nose, or her nose. She probably would have found him anyway, but this ensures it. So we're trying to stack the deck in our dog's favor. So I'll take the camera. Now, let's see if we can get this done. Heel. So we're starting out, remember, we're going to start out with, instead of doing the loop, I'm going to start out with the trailing memory first and ingrain that in her head. Push through this strip of corn and come back. Then I'll set the loop up and we'll have to test her on whether or not she remembers to push through that line. So, heel. This is where I'm afraid we might lose you guys. Heel. You can see her nose goes down to the ground a lot more. And if it becomes an issue, I'll sweep my foot right underneath her nose. Here's this little strip of corn that becomes such a mental barrier for these little dogs. And what we need to do is we need to teach them to push through. Heel. Nothing changes with focusing on our retrieve or our heel work, our foundation. So, and she's off lead. If she wasn't excellent on lead, I wouldn't even think about off lead. She's pretty good. She's pretty solid. She heels pretty well. Nose gets down too much on me, I'm going to sweep my foot right under her. Okay, so here we are. We get to our brush pile, which kind of is our simulated duck, or is our little beaver hut here. Let's take a bumper. Up into the brush pile. No, heel. Footwork's good and we heel her straight back. Straight line out, straight line back. Hasn't kicked me off, so I think I still got you. It says the connection is weak. Much better heel back. Nowhere near the nose work on the way up, back in. I'll say it when she does it. Brett Castle joined in. Welcome, Brett. Okay, Red, you gonna film? Alright, here's the camera. You gotta turn it on. Okay. You go over there behind us, okay? Okay, you wanna get behind this?
Yeah, you get to go along.
Scooch over here. There. Now, you see her line, nose to tail. Nice solid line. We're gonna push her. I'm gonna give a little more oomph in my voice, and I'm going to push her through this corn. Ellie! Good. Good. Now she's got to hunt that file. Can you show it on her? Shine it on.
No, it's too far away.
Okay. She's working that brush pile. Let me see it. Let's see if I can see.
My toes.
She's on top of that pile. There, she's got. Good. Good. Here you go, Red. Good. Hold. 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 Good. Did. Good girl. Okay? So, are you watching what you're filming there? Okay, so we got one down. Now I'm going to go into the loop. I'm going to set this up. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to send her on 1. I'm going to send her on 2. I'm going to send her on 3. My hopes with this is that she works 2 on second. She pushes through the corn with the distractions, knowing that there's a bumper just to the right of her on this side of that wall. So I'm going to, you want to heel behind us?
Yeah.
You want to watch behind us? Okay, let me know if it cuts out, okay?
Okay.
Heel. Now you guys get a view of what this looks like.
Now it's hard to film and walk on ice.
Here's your first spot. Heel, heel. So the first spot, we're gonna take that antler. Very realistic conditions. Standing corn. Heel.
Yeah.
Still filming?
Yeah.
Good.
Thinking
Second spot, same thing that we just did, only we've set it up a little differently for her. This time, instead of the trailing memory, we're on a loop.
the same thing that she struggled on last time.
Right. Okay, so I get here into this row of corn. Third bumper. Watch where you're aiming that thing. Third into this row of corn. There's a third bumper. Okay? No heel. I tell her no heel, and I give her off. Still see or is it too dark?
So see. Even though my toes are freezing.
Toes are cold? Alright, bring that here. Now, if you were looking above us, watch where you're aiming that thing. If you were standing up above us, I hope you would see we made a big loop, okay? Now we're back to the first point. I'm gonna line her for the first one, get her back. Line her for the second, get her back. Line her for the third, get her back. My hopes are we get through this second one. So that's my objective with this one. So I'm just gonna do it. You guys watch along. I won't explain a whole lot more after this. We're running out of light and someone's got cold toes, so.
It's so cold.
Red, keep your own.
Okay.
Nice line. Here's where the scent comes in. It's all scent at this point. Okay, just stand still. She's just slowly working circles in that corn, which I'm glad. She's not coming out. She's got to hunt that core area there.
My fingers are
Good. Good. Find it. Find it. Find it. Good. Very good. Good. Hold. 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 Good. Sit.
Cold. Holy.
Good. Good girl. Very good.
I'm cold.
Almost done. What's the coldest part of you?
Everything.
Oh, stop it. Toughen up.
I can't.
One more and we're out of here. We'll be there. Let me hold this.
Yeah.
Warm your hands up while I'm doing this. She's really struggling. The dog, or the girl, not the dog. Very good. Very good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good. Hold. All right, Ed, you're ready? You take it back. Hold. Did. Good. You take it back. Last one. Then we're gonna go and warm up.
Yay.
Okay. Heel. 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 Now. She's going for.
Oh, it's on.
Okay, move this way so you can see what we're doing. That way. There you go. Ellie! Now she's gonna hunt that corn. She actually worked through it. I'm gonna let her work. I'm gonna let her figure this out. What it tells me is she took a really nice line, a strong line. She overran it. Let her work back. Keep moving.
It's on.
No. Now, she's worked out of that area. So she overran it. I'm gonna let her figure this out.
Of course.
Oh, of course. Here, here. I want to reset this. Here, 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 here. Come on, come on, come on. Ellie! No. 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 Here, right here. 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 Ellie!
Why does she keep going that way?
I think there's a over there.
Oh.
So she's totally forgot this last one.
Hey, you said you just wanted to at least do the two.
I know. We want to get this one. Now we know where to work on this one tomorrow. She's hunting too long. She's hunting too long, which is fine. I think she'll work back to it. I can't believe she hasn't found it.
I can see it pretty much right now. Cold.
Good. Find it. Good. Good. Very good. So she overran it twice. Here. Hold. Hold.
Well, at least she found it.
Hold. Did. Good. Now, let me grab that from you.
Yay.
Okay. Should we head back? Okay. So here. Sit. We gotta finish up here. It's getting dark. Red's cold. You go ahead. You wanna go here? Let's do this. I'm gonna have Red heel Ellie back for me on lead, and I want you to show Red the position. You know how to do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to slip this lead on. We'll talk about the leads later. We'll talk about the slip collar later. You go ahead and take her. Now you heel her back. Get her in position. You know how to do this. And we're going to head back. So we got a lot of stuff we can talk about. Every once in a while you stop, Red, and make sure she's... Now loose lead, right? Nice loose lead. We're going to go through a dead... Yeah, correct her and turn. Correct her and turn. Now, you can see Ellie is completely out of sync with Red. So, Red, turn to your left. Come back to me. Now, you don't walk around the dog. The dog walks around you, right? Right? Okay, so walk towards me. And then now turn. Correct. Give her a correct. You got to correct her. She's totally out of sync right now. These two are. They look like bad dancing partners. Okay, so heel back, Red. You got to sync up with her. Turn to your left. To your left. Keep going. No, that's your right. Your other left. That. Keep going, Red. Turn and walk. Turn and walk. You know how to do this. That one was better. And walk. Turn and walk. Now take control, Red. Ellie's just kind of hanging out right now. You need to take control. Correct. Correct. Heel. Okay, stop. Now, adjust your collar the way it needs to be. Where's your lead at? Nope, on her, around her neck. See how it's tucked under? There you go. There you go. Now, I want you to walk forward and make a crisp turn, and you correct if you need it. So this is a nice showing that these two are completely not hooked together. They're completely not tied in. They're not feeling each other at all. So Red, you heel forward.
Someone's here.
Okay. Red, heel forward. We got a neighbor coming up the driveway. And now turn. Correct her. Correct her, because her feet are way off. Let's just go heel her back to the house. Under control.
Ellie.
Heel her to the house. Heel her to the... There you go. Take control. Huh? Alright, so guys, that was the best we could do with weak connection. We'll talk about it when we do spry. Lot to talk about here, which is great. So we keep going. You direct her. So we're gonna cut out